Hey, hi, thank you for coming by Tori Magoo 44. It is May 2nd. Happy May. Thanks for coming by. I just watched the Tom Cruise interview, and some people have been calling me, asking me what I think, and so I just thought I'd tell you what I think. First of all, I think Tom Cruise he's got a beautiful home. I love his home. It's very nice. I like Tom Cruise. I think, I feel bad for him. I feel like he's being used still by the Church of Scientology. I think basically this was a PR handling kind of a thing to try to bring back just Tom Cruise, the guy, right? And you could tell, he knows he's gone through a bunch of stuff, right? But the bottom line is this: unfortunately, when you're in the Church of Scientology, you end up lying a lot of the time. Like what he said today is a perfect example. Like, I believe, people can believe whatever they want. I respect every religion. No, he does not. That's not really true. We heard what he said to his group. You're either in or you're out. Remember that? And yeah, maybe the SPs will be in the history books. Just like we're some bugs that maybe will be in the history book a few years later. Well, here's the deal. I spent 30 years in his church. If he really respects everybody else in their religion, that's me. He should be respecting me. But instead, his church is out lying about me and many, many other people that they don't like. They're arresting people from the anonymous group who are all they are doing is literally using their First Amendment rights to, speak their mind and the right to picket peacefully. And Scientology has gone after them and arrested them. Now, maybe Tom Cruise doesn't know about this, but until he does, until he faces it and says it, people like us are going to be out here saying, what's the deal, pal? It's like, I'm not against Tom Cruise, but I am against him sort of promoting how great Scientology is when he won't look at the other side. And neither will Oprah. And I love Oprah. Oprah was one of the very key beginning waking up points for me, right? And it actually had to do with God. Because she said, I gave my life up to God. And I was like, God? I didn't even have God in my life. I was OT7, same as Tom. I doubt if he really does. He probably, same as I had a little belief in God. But it's not really like a religion or a church or a faith. That's why when Tommy Davis said, my faith, it's like, your faith in what? In L. Ron Hubbard? They don't have a faith, so to speak. And this is someone who was in it 30 years, all the way to the top, OT7. There is no faith. It's a science of the mind. That's what Hubbard started out with, and that's what he ended with, even though he ended with the science fiction Xenu thing. But the point is, Tom Cruise can sound great. He can look great. He's a great actor. He is. He did a great job. And it does kind of pull at your heartstrings. It's like, the poor guy, he's really been through the mill. And it's like, yeah, but what about this line? What about your church stopping free speech? What about your church arresting people? What about your church doing these nasty, horrible things? What about that? What are you going to do about that? If you really respect people's religions, I should be able to talk to my old friend, shouldn't I? I should be able to talk to my ex-husband now of 27 years who I don't even know where he lives. I don't know where he works. I spent an hour last night on the phone with a wonderful mom crying because she can't talk to her children, okay? And that's like, wait a minute, this isn't a wonderful religion, okay? This is something that hurts people very, very hard. Yes, they have their things that they like, obviously, but what about these other things? And until those things are brought up, and I would like to ask Oprah, hey, have us on. Let's hear the other side. You're supposedly anti-cult. Then, put your money where your mouth is. Let the other side come and tell you their story. I know you're anti-slavery. I know you are. There are people that are literally slaves held in Scientology. So, come on, lady. Have us on. Hear both sides. Don't just use Tom Cruise, John Travolta because they bring in big ratings. This would be huge ratings if you heard the other side, I promise you. So that's how I feel, and I wish everybody well too. I wish them peace. I thought that was a very nice ending, but bottom line is there's a lot of things that need to be spoken about that aren't. So let's do it, all right? Thank you.